The Orbital Guards, Episode 5, International Waters. OGs are not an offensive strike force. They conduct operations within the 5 layers of the Earth's atmosphere, within her oceans and on her coastal fronts. With their rescue and recovery mandate, they do not carry any offensive weapons, nor do their crafts. In some extremely rare cases, an OG may be required to handle what's called a karambit. This may be deemed necessary by the frogs based on location, geopolitical timing, or various other factors. Think of it this way. If the soul of an orbital guard were ever threatened during a hop, a space operator would probably vaporize the non-friendly entity before they even realized it. Did you step on an ant today? But that's a different story. Their focus is 100% on saving lives and public safety. Because they may be required to operate in the sovereign waters or airspace of different countries, they always yield to local authorities once the situation has been recognized as safe and secure. 99.999% of the time, their presence to a civilian or member of the general public is completely unknown. The Halo teams. Orbital guards never operate alone or as individuals. When the better moral minds of the time deemed them necessary, an analysis of the warrior class began in earnest. In the end, it was discovered no single organization on the planet could predict the strength of the human heart with any real degree of certainty. There simply weren't any analytics available. The data was insufficient. Think 199, Tom Brady round 6, the goat on the boat. There's no central casting template. After the military, the call for personnel went out initially to first responders, to firefighters, EMS techs, registered nurses, etc. Individuals who saw their role more as a calling than a paycheck or a job. With the entire moxie of the military-industrial complex behind them, an OG could be taught anything. But like a basketball coach that can't teach height, you can't teach someone to run towards the problem when all others flee. The next hurdle was the ideal number for each hop and its makeup. The ideal number proved out pretty easily. 4 souls matched best capability, and gender balance was always maintained. Men and women see and sense things very differently. They bring unique non-teachables to the table. Using the very best information of the time, a loose template emerged. Teams would consist of 4 OGs, and their makeup would be as follows. This is a rough estimate. A 28-year-old male, a 47-year-old female, a 27-year-old female, and a 57-year-old male. Using this as a very soft guide, teams would be given the right percentage mix of strength, stamina, acumen, and wisdom. Frogs always have the final say on team makeup. You could be put together with various individuals if the frogs observed the right cohesive qualities and the hops of the day called for it. These would be our Halo teams. These individuals are known not only for their high altitude, low opening nature, in some cases, but these souls represented the best angels of our time. On-orbit rescue. By far, the most dangerous dispatch for an OG would be an orbital rescue, especially those in the thermo or exosphere. Of all the knowledge we have gained as a species, rescuing another human being in orbit or from the depths of the oceans is where we had the least amount of experience. and we needed to be perfect every time. We also needed to learn these capabilities very quickly. On-orbit rescues presented the highest degree of risk and put all of the individuals involved in the most amount of danger. For this reason, it was common to have a frog inserted on these hops. It was also necessary to have Space Force assets on alert. There's no flashy slogan or mantra that's instilled at Cove. There's no way around being here now. But there is a tangible feeling present, a vibe everyone carries. To give it a sound degrades it. It's a code rather than a written word, but a fair articulation would be something like, every day is Monday, and the easy day was yesterday. We also replace the word normal with Tuesday. For example, before making a final decision on something, we would always consider, how will this affect his or her or their Tuesday mornings? This was paradigm shifting stuff. We had to tread very, very cautiously. Strength of will, gently and evenly applied.